Niners! Oh, fam, the Niners just added to an already stacked team. You know, it's really funny because it's not as exciting as it was when we were like poor and destitute and run down trying to get better. See, because you look at other teams that are like that, they're just having a great day. Just to get all kind of picks, which, by the way, aren't all going to be successful, but it's fun watching it happen, right? So we did pick up Dominick Puni in the third round. Tackle. How bad do we? What if he could play? You put him over on the right side. Some people say left side. No. Put him on the right side for now. He can learn. You know, I don't know what his footwork's going to be like. I don't know if he plays right tackle or left tackle anyway from school. I didn't pay that much attention. But listen, if he could beat out, what if he could beat out the Kivets? Oh, God. And Renardo Green says, yeah, I'll play anywhere they want me to play, man. I can play left tackle. I mean, I can play corner. I can play safety. I can do anything they want me to do. I'm here to play. So, you know, if you think I'm kidding, you should see the video. I like this guy already. Renardo Green, Dominick Puni, your thoughts on what happened today with the draft. Be short and quick, fam. We've already been here for 4 hours. So please, just get it in real quick, and we'll get together on Monday and get in depth with this stuff. All right. So is that Aaron? Aaron, are you drinking something? Hey, Aaron.
Ronbo.
Aaron. Renardo Green add to that cornerback room. You could never get too many cornerbacks the way the 49ers have been going the last few years. And then you got Dominick Puni. Everybody's been crying about the offensive line. The 49ers were in that room like they always clapping away like, okay. So, you know, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I really think for now it's a really good draft for us. So, especially the offensive line we pick up tonight, Puni.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Dominick.
he can play. Yeah, like he's a very versatile offensive lineman. So.
Oh, that's right. He could play any one. That's right. Yeah, he could play right or left tackle probably. Okay.
Yeah, and I think they had him like as a guard.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, at least we'd have to put. You know, if Burford, if something happens to Feliciano, Burford does not have to play. But you know what? Dominick's going to come in and prove the fact that he should have that job, though. But go ahead.
But yeah, when I watched some of his, you know, his film, like he's a mauler. Like he will punish you.
He's one of those guys. All right.
Yeah, and I think and thought that was a good pick for us. So, and then the cornerback we pick up tonight, they say he's a really physical corner.
Oh, Renardo. Okay.
Yeah, and they say I think they say he can play the I think they say he has free safety experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think he used to play free safety, so you know, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Interesting. At least, yeah. Let's see if he goes in and actually makes enough impact, because it's going to be tough to upseed the guys we got. But, you know, if he can get some reps like Jair Brown did last year, because they couldn't keep Jair off the field. If you're that good where the 49ers have to get you some playing time, okay, that's what we want. That's what we want. All right.
Yeah.
Anything
yeah,
else?
and
Okay.
oh. I mean, that's pretty much it, because, you know, we only have like 2 picks tonight, so,
Mm-hmm.
the Reds are like 9 picks tomorrow. So
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, and watch. The best players we're going to get are coming tomorrow. It's always that way.
yep.
We'll see, though. All right. All right, Aaron. So I tell you what, I'll see you Sunday.
All right, Ronbo.
All right. You have a great night, Aaron. Appreciate you, fam.
You too.
And Ram fans.
Ronbo.
Yeah. Ram fans. Listen, Ram fans, remember, 2 rings in 70 years. To call the 49ers ringless, it just makes you look like a damn fool. It really does.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
You'll never
It does. I
achieve
agree,
the
Ronbo.
same amount of rings as the 49ers. Because you put expiration dates on them, nobody else does. You're on an island of a bunch of idiots. Nobody cares what you think about the rings the 49ers already have. You got 2. That's it. You got 2. All right. Hey, Matt. Oh, wait.
No,
Wait.
jealous, Ronbo.
Big Show
jealous,
says
buddy.
Puni is Tanya Harding Burford is Nancy Kerrigan.
Jeez.
We can't. Big Show just can't be. Wait, Burford. I say Burford. I thought you were talking about our other guy. Show, thanks. Yeah, hey, Matty, come on in, man. Let's talk about Dominick, Puni, and Renardo Green. What do you think about that?
I'm just going to trust that, I'd imagine with all the combine stuff, they've been talking to these guys. So I think it's going to be a great pickup. But then, at the same time, they're coming into a system that, I don't know, we've got a bunch of veteran players, man, and they can really impart some wisdom on these new guys. So I'm excited to see what they do in the off season when they get into really training.
I know, right?
And see how things look. I'm excited, man.
You should, because guys melt. If they're not really up to snuff, they do melt in camp. We've seen that before. Now, if they come in and like Jair Brown, they couldn't keep Jair off the field, and they finally got him in. Luda Jr. came in, and he played some special teams, and he really showed us something in that too. But, yeah, these guys, I like this. You don't want to have a lot of guys. But if you do pick up a small amount of guys, make sure they have some kind of an impact. I hope they do. In preseason, we'll see. Those games we have, that's where Ronnie Bell got a reputation. Let's see what happens this year.
Yep. Yeah, no, so I'm feeling good about it, buddy.
Right.
We wanted some offensive line love, so I think we'll be happy there. You can never be too shallow on a cornerback, man. You can always, it's like running back, man. Like you always need an extra.
I know, right? and there's always one that annoys
you always need
you.
some depth.
Yeah, and there's always one that just makes you mad. So, because you look at Ambry Thomas. Ambry Thomas is so weird. One year he looks okay, nothing special. The next year he shined. He's in his 3rd year now. And wait a minute. He's had 3 years already. Ambry was terrible last year. That was year 3. Or did Ambry get in his first year? All I know is Ambry's had one good year and one so-so year. And now here we go with this one. So the 49ers are tired of playing this game with him. So he either evolves or he's going to leave. So
yeah, I like the competition that brings too. So we'll see who really wants to play for the 49ers.
Yeah. And you got to play 49er football.
Spot.
Yeah, you got to show us something. Team's too stacked now.
Yeah,
we're not building anymore.
Yeah. Well, and they got a confidence knowing that they didn't have to be picked up by the Rams, so they're probably feeling a ton better.
You know something though.
They're
actually
who'd want to be a chump like that?
They made some pretty serious. They made some good choices. The Cardinals did too.
Oh, I know.
As did the Hawks.
Cardinals did too. Yeah.
The team that worries me the most is the Hawks. That organization is always going to make me paranoid, fam. God, Jesus Christ. Don't.
I always hate myself, the Seahawks. I hate those guys.
Oh, damn it. Russell Wilson's gone. I got to keep telling myself that over and over. They were pretty much Russell Wilson. The Legion of Boom was another story. Before Russ became into prominence, it was a Legion of Boom. Now what are they? They're a team in rebuild, and I'm seeing ghosts.
Legion of Gloom. Yeah, I don't know. Russell Wilson had our number for a while, man. So
for a long while.
Nice to know that he's out of there. It didn't seem like we get past it for nothing, man.
No way.
Even if we thought we had the game won, he'd come back and figure it out.
Fourth
It
quarter
was just silly.
Exactly. Fourth quarter,
Yeah.
minutes,
Every time.
a couple of minutes to go. We got this. No! Russell Wilson scrambles up the middle for 40-yard gain. Niners. He runs that play. Oh, he does that every time we come here. What are you doing? And the next play, Wilson over the top, and he's got Tyler Lockett. Oh, Jesus.
Or you'll see a ton of defenders just pile in on him, and he'll just slip out of the pile somehow. I'm like, dude, you slippery little sucker.
That's what I'm talking about. And he runs down the field for a 40-yard gain.
Yeah. Then he's gone because everybody else is laying on the ground already.
Makes no sense. Okay, you know what, Matty?
So,
we're reliving those moments of horror. They're all over. It's not going to happen anymore. We're okay. Geno Smith is not.
We're done.
Russell
We're
Wilson.
past that, Rombo.
Yeah. We need to.
We need to heal.
We got to move on.
Got to heal my heart.
I know.
But yeah, I feel confident, Rombo. I think we're good. We just, everybody in our divisions making some good picks. Not everybody's going to get the right picks. Not all those picks are going to be good picks.
That's true.
So let's just hope the 49ers did the best.
Yeah. We were careful.
We got the better team. So.
Yeah. So.
But I'm telling you what, this NFC West is nothing to mess around with, man. I mean, I don't think any of them are chumps.
No, we took it. They took a year off.
I mean, I'd like to think they are chumps technically, but like when push comes to shove, they're all tough teams.
Yeah.
When I mean Rams are chumps, I mean like Rudy, those types of people. Like that, he's a chump.
I know. But we're gonna go. Hey, I'll see you Sunday, and we'll go over everything with it's done because it'll be over by then. So, looking forward to seeing you.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to be back in here, buddy. I'll catch you Sunday.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Matty. Have a great night.
All right, buddy. Have a good night, bud. You too.
Thank you. Okay, Daniel Serrano, can you sing "Happy Birthday" to my daughter Casey? Poor Jack. Jack, are we gonna do "Happy Birthday"? Because I can't have him snoring while I'm singing. Oh, Casey! Hi, Casey. I heard it was your birthday. And I just want to say happy birthday to you, dear Casey. Happy. And by the way, hey, Casey, make sure it's a red and gold birthday. Make sure, tell your dad, tell him he's got to have a red and gold cake for you. Happy birthday, dear Casey. Happy Nana. Casey, enjoy that birthday. Daniel, there you go. Hey, wake Jack up. Jack.
Hey, as long as you ain't partying with Diddy, you're all good now. You know
what made you think of that madness? God.
Hey, listen, man. You guys were so off yesterday, and it's funny how you guys just jump and now everything's all good. I told you they got a plan, and now we got the cornerback.
I apologize
about that. Didn't get my guy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We didn't get Ennis Rakestraw. He went 2 picks ahead of us, but we got Renardo Green. And, man, 37 vertical and a 10 broad jump. I mean, 4.49.
He's an athlete.
Man, he locked down Malik Neighbors, my guy.
I saw that graphic.
Better than Marvin Harrison Jr.
His claim to fame.
Hey, he's only going to get better, man.
You know,
so we got some hog mollies. You know what I'm saying? This year we got some bullfrogs, some leapers and stuff, leopards. Yeah. So
and I did apologize about Ricky, right? I told you about that. I didn't know what I was talking about. I looked up Ricky to check out what he's about. Look at you.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay.
I'm tired as hell, man, as you can hear from voice.
You were
I haven't slept since yesterday. Woo! I haven't slept since we got Slick Rick. And I was the only dude that was happy on the damn show. I think there was another couple guys that were like, oh, yeah. Shout out to Jack. So they started feeling me. Man, shit. Amount of wide receivers we got now, Ronbo, and we're going to have 4 wide sets and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Wide outs. Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be goddamn crazy.
Yeah,
but the reason you was talking about.
Please hold.
Jack's got another phone call coming in.
Yeah. You was talking about a fullback, right?
Yeah.
Before you got off the show.
Right.
So the reason why they went to Washington was to look at Jack Westover, the tight end. Check him out. He was he's a used check replacement, basketball star, great hands, athletic, 6'2", 243 pounds, very, very underrated player.
Perfect size.
So check out Jack Westover from Washington. He's going to be a 49er. So he got that.
If you're right on this, that's brilliant. Because you're right. They were in Washington, and I figured they were looking at the offensive lineman up there, and also possibly that. And then all of a sudden, but that's a smoke screen.
Now, don't flatter me or embarrass me, Ronbo, because you know I'm right, baby. And I'm going to let you know I'm right when it comes to the draft. From George picking goddamn Jamal Adams, and the list goes on and on. Brandon Ayuk. But Ennis Wakestraw, remember I told y'all. And the thing was, he had a groin injury before I leave, and he still ran a 4.51 40. So
Damn.
I mean, and TJ Tampa is still, not drafted yet. And my boy from EPA, Troy Franklin, is still not drafted. So hey, there's still a lot to go, and man, it's getting exciting now. Let's see who adds to the list. Hey, and for what you do, man. Again, this is therapeutic to my soul. Thank you for doing this. You deserve to be national status. I'm talking CBS, Fox, or something like that. You are that goddamn good. The world needs to see Ronbo. And everybody right now, if you think Ronbo did a great job, unmute yourself right now with my last 10 seconds and give Ronbo a hell yeah. Give Ronbo a hell yeah for doing what he does, man. That was amazing what you did the last 2 days. And you know what I'm saying? Thank you again, my man. All right? Happy 10-year anniversary.
Jack. Appreciate you, fam.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to snoring and hopefully not have dizzy dreams, nightmares and shit. Nightmares. God damn it. All right.
No, we're winning this year. All right, Jack. I'll see you Sunday. Get some rest.
Hell yeah.
All right.
All right, baby.
Good day, Jack. There's Jack up for 48 hours, 24. Yeah, that's a long time. Hey, Brian.
49ers red and gold. Rocking the Niners till I'm dead and cold. Watching the draft all the way from the Mid-South because the law says know your role and shut your mouth.
Rudy.
What it is, Ronbo?
We're just looking at, because we're pretty much spectators. Our team is built. It's ready. It's rough. It's rocking. It's Super Bowl, bound. But, it was so exciting watching everybody pick up all these players. And the draft, I have to remember, it's Brian, a lot of those players, the biggest percentage of them, aren't going to really make an impact on the teams they were drafted to, but it's fun seeing the possibilities, right? And we got a couple of possibilities. We got 3 now, so it's still fun. What do you think about these guys? I like Dominick Puni and Renardo Green for sure, and Ricky I want to apologize for because yesterday I said, Ricky, what? Who is that? I'm stupid. Yeah. That's why I have Tony in there because Tony knows every college ball player there is and got a write-up on him, right?
I think Ronbo, I think that pick last night, I think everybody had a scratchy head moment. I think everybody was scratching their head like, huh? What? And I listened. I didn't, it was too late for me to call in, but I did listen, on your chat last night. And I was like, man. But I'm going to tell you who had me just rolling. Jalen. Is it Jalen?
Oh,
Jalen.
No, Jalen.
Jalen always. I you know what? When I listen to that, I listen for him. He makes my night, boy. Because Jalen's just gonna tell the untruth, unshaped, and he's gonna tell the truth.
I feel, and so bad. I feel sorry for him because Jalen is the abused child as far as the 49ers are treating him. He's had to watch 3 Super Bowls 3 times.
Right.
We watched 4-0. The 49ers never lost a Super Bowl.
He missed.
And he lost them. He didn't see any of them.
He missed the glory. He missed the glory years. He missed the 80s, the ruined 80s when we was, when it was Montana to Rice. He missed those.
And
you
now
know,
he's
and,
a
and
little
he
bitter
got
about
his-
what's going on.
And
I
now
don't
he's getting
blame
the
him.
back end of it. Yeah, he's getting the back end of the Niners where they're like, 0-2, 0-3 in Super Bowl, 0-3 in the Super Bowl.
Harbaugh missed. Kyle missed twice.
But I think today the Niners, they got some cool points back with the drafting of the cornerback and the guard / tackle, tackle out of Kansas. I think they got some cool points,
Yeah.
Some guys are still out there, And let me ask you this, Ronbo, Brendan Rice is still out there. You think they're gonna?
Tyreek's boys out there too. It's so funny because out of all of them, Luke got picked up, and Frank Gore, his son.
Gore, yeah. Now CNC brother got drafted today. Somebody picked him up today.
Washington.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, but yeah, Ronbo, we just gotta, hopefully. What would you like to see? What direction would you like to see him go now? As far as drafting?
Okay, here's what they do their best work, and I want the 49ers to do what they do in the 4th through 6th round or 7th round. Go ahead and gamble. I think every time they've picked after the 3rd round, it's always been a gamble. And when they gamble, it's like they roll the dice better than any criminal I've ever seen. They do it really well. Because 9 out of 10 times, their percentages of getting a good ball player better than the first 3 rounds is really way too high. So I want them to do it again, Niners.
Right.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Do what you do. So, yeah, tomorrow.
Get to the money round. Get to the money rounds.
Yeah. It's going to be a good player.
Get to the
Or 2.
Get to the money rounds.
So I figure that's going to be the case. Yeah. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah. When the next time you coming back?
Sunday after it's all over. I'm gonna tomorrow because they don't really spotlight as much as they do in the first 3 rounds. They're just gonna you have a guy reading off names and who picked what. Which is interesting because, as I say, those are the best players the 49ers used to pick up. But they just read the name briefly and said 49ers have selected blah 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 with pick number whatever. So we'll see.
Well, despite all the hoopla, we still got Debo.
Yeah. Okay. Brian, how do you feel about that? Everybody has turned against Debo. I haven't, but a lot of people just get Debo out of here. I don't know about. What do you feel?
Ronbo, I'm gonna say this. I think this season coming up, I think this might be Debo's last chance.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Ayuk, this might be their last year together. I do think, because next year there is no way, and I'm not a good math expert, but there is no way this franchise will survive by paying 2 receivers
that much
at
money.
30 plus, and then you got Brock Purdy. He's gonna want his money.
He's gonna deserve it
in one calendar year. There's no way. There's no way.
Well,
I don't care if you pay him through an offshore account. There's no way. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, and also you're going to see some hard work from your wide receivers now. Both Debo and Ayuk, they can keep 1 more year, but you know what? You're going to see the hardest work you've ever seen out of both receivers. That may be enough to get us to the promised land. Because Debo and Ayuk working hard.
Debo,
and
Debo
Ricky,
needs to play the best ball he can, and try to stay healthy as all be possible. Because
so he can get a job somewhere else. Because I think it's going to be him that leaves.
Put on good tape.
Stays. Yeah.
Put on good tape. I think and I said it now. You hear me? I said it tonight. I said this is the last year, and not only Debo, probably going to be some other heads going to be rolling too. They
There's
can't
a lot
afford
of
to
free agents.
keep everybody. You can't do it. I mean, the window is cracked right now. Now it's cracked.
Yep,
it's cracked. And I
everybody
don't understand why of all people, why would the Niners trade with the Chiefs?
Oh,
of all people,
we've always.
Why would you trade?
We've
Although
always,
you swapping it.
Brian, think about it. We always deal with the Chiefs. We've always dealt with the Chiefs. It goes all the way back. We don't deal with a whole lot of the clubs, but we do deal with the Chiefs. Brian, we got to go though.
Yeah, that doggone. Yeah.
I'll see you Sunday.
That doggone D4. I'm still on that doggone D4 trade.
See. But look what the Bills did. The Bills gave them the pick they needed to get Xavier Worthy. The hell they. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see you Sunday, and we'll go over everything we got. All right.
All right, Ronbo. Shout out to you. Shout out to the faithful. Shout out to production. The law is out.
Thanks, Brian. See you Sunday.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. And Bill, come on in, Bill. Bill is a big proponent of making sure that Rice gets to play and put a 49er uniform on. Bill. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to correct that statement. I don't see the Niners picking up Rice. I see the Eagles picking Rice up.
Why are you giving up?
And I knew McCaffrey was going to go, most likely to Washington, and it was actually wrong.
Oh, yeah, because Adam Peters? Yeah. Yeah.
And I see Gore getting picked up by the Cowboys.
How come there's no connection between Frank Gore and the Cowboys?
It's just the bitterness of Jerry Jones getting beat by us.
Yeah, well.
You know?
Jerry's building an offensive line is what he's doing. You know, one thing I have to give the Cowboys credit for, they are good at piecing together offensive lines. And he sat there and he built a monster today if they pan out. Now, we don't know if they're going to look like after you get them over there. But my God, Jerry, you did it again. I hate you.
The Niners will still beat them. We could beat them with our water boy.
No, beating the Cowboys is just what we do. So, yeah.
Not even worry about that. So I'm not even worried about that at all. But winning the Super Bowl seems to be hard for the 49ers.
Yeah. Last year they messed up. You should have won that one. It's going to be a struggle this year. It's going to be a fight. And health is always going to be an issue. So, you know.
So who you got us picking, Ronbo? The first three picks. Call it.
So the first three picks tomorrow, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, they'll pick up a tight end, and they'll see if they can find another offensive lineman. They always do. They'll pick up another wide receiver, and possibly a running back. What am I saying? Possibly. The 49ers will not leave the draft any year without picking up a running back. If nothing, they didn't learn anything from the last 3 years, but they'll pick up another running back.
I don't think they'll pick a running back up this year.
I bet
It'll either be a safety or a possibly a punter. Knowing Paul.
We're not picking up a punter. Bill,
Yeah.
there's no punter in the future of the 49ers draft this year. We have Mitch and we have Jake, and that's fine for special teams.
Maybe
If
a
we-
water boy then.
you can pick up a punter. If they get hurt, you can pick up a punter. A lot of punters are sitting home not doing anything because of the fact they failed. So you can always call one of those guys up for a couple of days or something like that because they'll come right on out. And
Ronbo.
you don't need any extra ones, yeah. Not to carry on the roster.
You know Kyle Shanahan loves his water boys.
What do you mean he loves his water boys? The Gatorade is sitting on the table. You can get your own water.
He gets his release and hires the water boy.
Who?
Some of his picks he gets never plays in the NFL again, and they end up being a water boy. They got to have a job, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's a good job. I'm telling you right now. I've heard towel people. Everybody that does anything in the NFL gets paid not bad, you know, for what they're doing. So, yeah. But anyway.
If he could get Rice, it would be nice, but that's the dreaming up on the star. It happened. I don't see it.
Bill,
Because you got to remember.
Yeah.
Right, Jerry Rice came under, what was it, Eddie DeBartolo and Bill Walsh?
Yeah.
We got Jed York and Kyle Shanahan. The two stooges that can't win a Super Bowl. They now see them getting a good receiver. Besides, if I was a receiver, I wouldn't want to come. If I was a good receiver like that, I wouldn't want to come into the 49ers and get ran to the dirt like they did Debo Samuel. I'm going to put it like that.
Yeah.
And everybody's saying Brendan Rice ain't nothing. I don't want to have to go out there and try to prove myself, get hurt. Everybody say, see, I'm a bust. No. I'm telling you, something going to be great about the kid. Know the history of when Jerry Rice first came in. Nobody expected him to do anything.
Well, he kind of did. I mean,
No, really. I looked at the.
He came from
a lot of people didn't do anything.
Well,
He was just a project.
Oh yeah, he came from a school that wasn't really famous for turning out high-end products. You know, that happens every now and then. Jerry Rice was a generational player. They can come from anywhere. So that's just the way that worked out.
I mean, I know you say it's some of the sons ain't better than the fathers. You might want to hold on that and see. You might be eating your words.
Okay. I kind of want to see that, actually. I wish he would be a 49 if that'd be the case. But, Bill, we're going to have to go. I'll see you Sunday after we get through with all the picks.
A lot of people saying Bill don't know what he's talking about. They're saying he's not going to be that great, and he comes out and balls out in another team, ends up beating us in the playoffs. Guess what? You slow.
Bill,
but you know what?
If that happens, I'll be the first one to apologize to you. I promise you that right now. Okay? So,
Well, the boys are beat us too.
Yeah. But we got to go, though. I'll tell you what, we could pick him up in the 4th, 5th, or 6th. He could still get picked up. It's not over yet.
49er shout out.
All right. A Niners for Big Bill carrying that flag for the legacy babies. All right. All right, Bill.
No, one, not all. Just right.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Did Bill give up on Tariq's? Anyway, Patty Mahomes makes more than both of these wide receivers would combine. The man KC still making moves. I don't get it. All-Star Looney, man, I wish Patrick Mahomes. I get speechless when I hear about Xavier Worthy, but why did you give Patrick Mahomes Xavier Worthy? I will never forgive the Bills for that. Oh, yo, Ellis.
Ronbo, what's happening?
Ellis, man, we're sitting back looking, man. Because we're like spectators this year. We got a team that. First of all, you can only pick up so many players because they can't keep all of them on the roster because the fact is the roster's already loaded. There's no place to put them. You have to get rid of some people. Some of those guys would have to obviously be blue chip players. So, it's kind of funny watching this draft. But with 3 pieces we picked up now, I'm feeling good about them. I got over to the Ricky thing after I knew more about him. I was ignorant crying yesterday. I'm okay now. And I like the 2 people we picked up today. So we're okay. How you feeling about this?
Shit, man. Look, Ricky was a bit early. We would have had to actually trade up to get him because he would have been gone by the time he got to us in the 2nd round.
Yeah.
So I'm not really tripping on that. That corner. Looking at his tape, it looks like he holds a lot. I'm not really too impressed about what I saw, at least from the initial clips that I saw. In the NFL, they're calling that shit all day. Yeah. Well, the problem is that you got to be a little more discreet and not be so damn obvious. And anybody holding somebody and then slowing down their momentum and then
grabbing them around the waist,
calling yourself making a play is not. I'm not impressed by that. He doesn't look super fast. He looks like I don't know what his 40 time was, or I don't know what the hell they did there. I mean, we could have got him in the 5th round. He don't look like anybody that we should have got in the 2nd round.
Yeah,
the linemen, because we didn't get Rosengard because the Queefs came right up under us. We traded with the Queefs, and they took Rosengard right in front of our fucking face.
I tell you,
if that is not a bitch slap, I don't know. On top of the Super Bowl, that's a double. That's a double whammy. I don't give a shit what anybody said.
Both us and the Bills, who they both slapped down in the playoffs and the Super Bowl, we both helped their cause out. That's what's so ironic.
I don't understand how we did business with them, and then, we did business with the Kegels, which that was to move up. Was that to move up to get that corner? Yeah, it was. Man, I don't know. I'm not moved by it. We gave up 2 picks to move up and get this guy. He better be doing some damage. You hear me? Because
what was that other wide receiver that everybody's talking about that was better than what's his name? Nailers? What's his name?
What? Jalen Naylor?
Is that wide receiver that was pretty good? The wide receiver that was actually better than the guy that the Cardinals picked up.
You're not talking about their first round.
Yeah, first round. Give me that wide receiver.
Oh, you're talking about Malik Neighbors.
Malik, that's on his resume. Shut Malik down. I said, you really? Because everybody's been talking about Malik Neighbors. Yeah. You got to respect that, though. You know.
That corner. Did he do it? Did he do it for multiple games, or did he do it for one game?
Time? I don't know.
Did it for
they're in the same conference. I don't even know.
Let's get there. Let's get down to the tape. How many quarters did he do it?
How many snaps did he do it that day? So yeah.
So, but you know, the offensive lineman is a big guy, a big tree. He looks like a really good tackle. He's gonna need some serious conditioning. You know, because he looked like he was pushing guys around. He looks like he kind of has he's able to move in between, like the game, like move from one guy to the other, and still be able to kind of like
I like that.
I like that. You know, where he doesn't just stay engaged with one guy. He can push one down and then get locked right into another, and you know what I mean. I like that, and like I said, he's a big guy. I like that. I know that they had to do that because of Rosengarten getting snatched right from under us. I don't know how the hell they didn't think about that. They shouldn't have did shit with the Chiefs. They shouldn't have did nothing, because then all you guys did was turn around and then gave it to the Kegels. You turned around and gave it to the Kegels, and it's like the pick was useless, basically. Then you moved up to get a corner. Like I don't know, man. I like Ricky so far. Ricky's in first place. Though I wanted Xavier Legette.
And I did too after seeing him.
The offensive lineman, man, he's about to do dirt over there in Carolina, man. I'm telling you, they about to be crazy. They got Jonathan Mingo or something like that. That was the wide receiver from Ole Miss. They're slowly, building up. The Redskins had a fantastic. It seemed like every season when we do this draft, it seems like everybody does so much better than we do. The Rams have done better than we have this draft again.
The Rams did. They got a lot of ball players. That beast they got to replace Aaron Donald.
The defensive tackles and shit like that, man. Come on, man. They covering ground, dude. The Cardinals did look good. They had a really good draft.
And it was up on the clock every 2 minutes. It seemed like.
Shit, they had like 20 picks or something. It seemed like,
and they ain't done. Wait till tomorrow. God.
Right, and then the Washington Commanders, they had a really good draft too. So Adam Peters clearly, was the, was
driving that train.
Was the damn guy who, at least 70% of that draft of every draft that he was a part of, he had 70% or probably 75% of that was because of him.
Yeah.
But I'm not impressed. I call it a C draft so far.
Yeah,
we
barely passing.
I'm giving it a C, man. I'm just not moved. I think the corner is what really did it for me. I like that we finally got an offensive lineman, and I really like Ricky. Honestly, what I mean.
No, I do too. We're going to find. Let's get together Sunday and discuss this whole matter from top to bottom, and come up with a grade. We can't grade too soon. All right, fam. Appreciate you, Allison. You know this.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you as well, Ronbo. Thank you for the platform.
Shout
out production. Man, y'all know what it is, man. It's like this every year. So we get hyped up just to get beat down. Sometimes
Ellis, you sound like Jalen tonight. It'll be all right. Wait, let's wait till tomorrow. See what happens.
Man.
All right.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's mainly that corner, man. That was the 5th round. I mean, if he ain't coming like Demo in a season or two, then it was a total waste of a second round pick. We could have got him in the 5th or 6th.
We'll see. All right, fair.
But, wait a minute. Where did Jerry Rice's son go?
He's over at Bill's house trying to campaign from there. Bill! Jerry Rice's son's still out there.
Is
Luke,
he? Oh,
yes.
shit. Okay.
Luke got
right.
picked up.
All right, man.
All right,
Hey, guys, really quick though, Leggett cannot run routes. Okay. And that's gonna be he's gonna get exposed. All right. And we didn't trade up to get the cornerback. We traded up to get the lineman. The cornerback we traded with the Chiefs and moved back one.
Oh, Puni. Okay. LSU should feel better then. Okay.
Detroit versus everybody.
Oh,
we
Lord
got
have
defensive
mercy.
backs now.
And fuck Detroit too, man. Leggett ain't shit.
Hey, Jack, I'm gonna
We're
see
gonna get
you
your
later.
ass again next year.
Guys,
He said we got defensive backs now, man. just say Detroit versus everybody and get out of here. It sounds better that way.
Fuck
Saying all that
Detroit.
extra shit. You need to keep
All
your
right,
words to
Jack.
a minimum over there, Don Purr.
All right.
All right,
Jack.
Jack.
I'll see you Sunday, fam.
Jack.
All right.
Y'all know what it is, man. Peace out.
God. Hey, Tony. Tony.
Ronbo.
Tony, because Tony, I know you're not coming from the refrigerator because you're bothered about today's draft, are you?
I'm actually watching the IndyCar highlights.
Oh, okay. Because it's so funny that you mentioned that, because the fact of the matter is we're just sitting back spectating and watching everybody else pick up all these picks because they're such damage. The only way you're going to have that many picks is because you had a miserable year. And a lot of teams that are, with all these picks, so you look at the Cardinals, they were awful last year. Who else has been in the draft all day? The Panthers. A lot of teams are picking every time you look up.
Commanders.
Well, the Commanders for every couple of seconds. So, we don't need to feel shame about this or get mad at our own picks. We should just say, you know what, at least we got this team already made. I remember those days when we had 15, 60 picks a draft trying to build a team. But, Tony, what do you think about today's pickups with Dominick, Puni, and Renardo Green?
Let's go Ravens. Let's go Ravens. Hey, let's go Ravens.
I think he's had one too many.
Maybe 3 or 4 too many. But, Tony, what do you think of Tony?
I don't know, Ronbo. These people, especially Kyle. I don't know. I mean,
Go ahead.
These are the guys that called Eddie DeBartolo's mob a lemonade stand, yet they can't even get across the line for one Super Bowl.
Oh.
I mean, when you start opening your mouth and making statements like that, back it up.
That was definitely Bush. I don't know what they meant by doing that.
But you could see teams, the trenches, people just investing in the trenches non-stop.
Oh, yeah. Tackle guard.
Yeah.
Safety, tackle guard, safety, wide receiver. It was really wild, wasn't it? Everybody's concerned about their lines.
So, all we had, we only had 2 problems really, Ronbo. We had to protect the quarterback, and coming into the playoffs, if you remember, we were disgusting when it came to missed tackles. We were missing like 13, 14, 15 tackles a game.
About that. Wimpy tackles.
So that's the 2 areas we need to address. That's it. We don't have any other problems.
And you know what? We didn't pick any monsters up because the fact of the matter is, I'm still worried about the run game. People are saying, well, no, we probably pretty much bolsters up that run game to a free agency.
I'm gonna rip that Niners shit off and pitch our ass on the barbecue. Let's go Ravens. Goddamn, fuck it. Let's go Ravens, man. Say fuck them damn Niners. Fuck
only teams that
I
win.
feel sorry for his mother.
I know. Only teams with a lot of clout and merit can actually bring on and warrant that kind of behavior. So but
yeah, it's pretty simple. Like areas that we needed to address, and I don't know whether everyone's saying about this guy in the first round. I don't know, Ronbo. Did we really need Ricky?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that we're. I'm not knocking the bloke, but did we actually? Was that our first need?
No, I know. That's why I was so blown away by that. I was trying to understand.
You know what I mean? Like, why don't you go and you'll fix your biggest weakness first?
You know what?
So that you can get that out of the way with the best available players for that side of the ball.
You know what, though?
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking upside down or wrong.
Tony, I just think something else is up with the 49ers. They got that pick because they're concerned about they're going to lose. You know what? I really think it is going to be Debo.
You reckon?
I do now. At first I said, no, you guys, come on, give me a break. It is going to be Debo.
Debo's not going anywhere, mate. He's part of the Carbo clique. What's the matter with you?
I know, but John and Jed are going to tell him you're going to have to dismiss Debo from that clique of yours because we're going to have to figure out a way to see if we can get him on another team. The 49ers I don't know what kind of deals they were trying to make today. They rejected a couple of deals according to the media, but the media's always going to say things like that. But I wonder what's going on with that. Why did you make him your first priority? The 49ers may be silly sometimes, but that's really going over the edge. I think they really did that for a reason. So
I don't know, Ronbo. I mean, we need quarterback protection. Like I said the other day, I mean, you've seen what happened. We showed everyone that, it's the most important thing by losing all our quarterbacks.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Against the Eagles, and now we need some more, and we go and get a receiver. For what reason? I've got no idea. I would have got the best available person to help
lineman, right?
The quarterback.
We're gonna get more explanation as the days go by. But we got to go and I'll talk to you Sunday about the entire thing, and we'll stretch out time a little longer. But yeah, it's a head scratcher still. But I kind of like the kid now that I've looked into it. So we'll see.
There's nothing wrong with the kid, but it's just the
fact that he picked him up in the first round. I know.
Exactly what you mean. I don't know what to say, but it'll all unravel. It'll all unravel after all these picks are done, and we'll see where we stand, and we'll see what the boys Shanahan and Lynch say in their press conference.
And that's going to be the special
all said and done.
All right, Tony. Have a great day. I'll see you Sunday.
All right, brother.
Ronbo.
Cheers, Tony. Jacko. Come on in, Jacko. Make it short.
Hey, Ronbo. Hey, Ronbo. Hey, man. I'm listening to everybody, man, and everybody feeling like these teams.
We sound depressed, don't we?
Players. Yeah, because we listen, man. We looking. The Rams pick up this person. All these big names and stuff.
All of them ain't gonna work out.
It's the NFL, man. Listen, man. We don't know who gonna work out, bro.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Then last year we thought the Eagles won the draft. Where's the Eagles?
Yeah. Well, they won. The Eagles did a good job today, actually, and yesterday.
Hey.
They always do.
I got to see it on the field first. I got to see it on the field first, Ronbo. But listen, did you see the podcast with Michael Parsons and C.J. Stroud, the Texan quarterback?
Yeah, CJ was unhappy about the fact that we picked up Ricky.
Listen, man. Hey, listen. That's a good one because you gotta kind of believe the kid because he done played with a lot of top wide receivers. Yeah. He done play with a lot of top wide receivers that's balling right now in the NFL. Yep. And he knows if he said the dude is killing and he really wanted him, you got to kind of like trust that a little bit. He said that he's almost like Tank Dell. He's no different from Tank Dell, man.
You saw him. You saw the highlights and clips of him, right? That snatch he makes it coming around the goal line with that one hand, and that ball was not thrown softly. That was impressive.
Well, the dude is a route runner, man. He's gonna get open in Kyle's system, and I know we thinking like we're gonna get rid of a wide receiver, but you know how our offense looked like when Debo in the lineup. It looks stagnant. So I don't really know who Kyle's going to move if we were to move one, because if it's Debo, we're going to have some grounds to make up. I know we got CMC, but when Debo's on the field, he just draws so much attention. When he's on the field and you moving in motion, he draws so much attention. And I think, like, that's a big part of Kyle's scheme when Debo's in the game. It's a big part of it. So I'm not sure if Debo's going to be on the move, because he just draws so much attention in Kyle's system when he's on the field. So I'm not too sure if that's going to be the one.
And I'm not either. I was just wild guessing. Yeah, so I agree.
Yeah, and then Ricky played with Ayuk in Arizona. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He played with Ayuk. So, man,
Herm Edwards
listen,
also
I'm
calls
not saying,
John Lynch.
Yeah, so I'm not saying that our picks is going to work out or whatever, but all these high names, I'm not buying nothing until I see on the field. I haven't seen nothing transferred from the Eagles from their pick last year. So I just got to see on the field. So I'm just going to trust and believe in the system, believe in Kyle and John right now, and see what happens, because it's like, you know, we're doing prejudgment and we don't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't know. You know what I mean? So that's all I got to say, man. You know, if CJ said, like, he really wanted this kid, that's who he wanted before Steph came over there, man, come on, man. You got to listen to it a little bit. I ain't saying that's a guarantee, but, man, it's something good to hear since we was all down.
Jocko, hold on a second. Southpaw, I don't allow no derogatory remarks toward females like that. You get one warning, all right? You get one. You do not talk to Kim like that. I'm serious. I will drop you. You will treat the girls. You talk football or nothing else, okay? Just one warning, all right? Just keep it clean, man. Keep it clean. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So, you know, Ronbo, I'm just gonna trust in the system, man, break by break, and just see, because, you know, a lot of the players that they draft over the past couple of years, we never knew they would turn out this way, and they did. So we got to trust them, man. You know, they're in charge. We got to trust them.
And I do. You know, because they've made a lot of good choices. Yeah. The roster's as good as it is because they picked them. It's, you know, we have to be spectating everybody else's moves is what's bothering me.
Yeah. And then the thing is, our offensive line, when you really think about it, Ronbo, we only can probably make one or two changes up there.
I know, right?
That tackle and that guard we got, that's probably all we need. Like, if we get. Yeah, that's all we need, because you figure Trent is sold up. Old boy next to him, we need center and probably a tackle or a guard. You know, that's about it. It ain't too much bodies that we can put on there that's going to make this team.
Anyway, it's true. But Kyle, I think he likes Jake Brindle. I really do.
Yeah, I think he do. I wish we just I just wish I'd get a better center, man.
Yeah.
And the thing is about why he, you know, the draft is not easy, Ron, but I just want our faithfuls to understand, like, maybe Ricky wasn't their choice in the first round, but for the situation, the position they was in, and all the players that was taken off the board, they're saying, okay, so all the needs we have, if we go get them in the first round, we're gonna really be reaching.
Yeah.
Really be reaching. So we're going to take, like, a player that we know that's not going to be there if we was, you know, take him at this round or this position. So they went and picked Ricky. He was the best player they had on their board that they just didn't want to lose, so they went and grabbed him.
And that's what they said in the press conference. And they said of all the choices they had to make, that one was the one that stood out the best. So it wasn't necessarily totally need that we need. We had a piece that we need more than that, but it was like, okay, we're just gonna grab this player. There's more value in this player right now, and we can address all the other players that we have on the board. They already kind of have an insight, like, these players are not going to be there. That's all the ones that were complaining that the Rams got and this team got and so on and so on. Listen, if these players ain't here, the players that we want, we can't put them in the first round or the second round. They're gonna be there in the end. So we're just gonna draft the players that's good picks and available to us. So you know. You know how we do, fam. We got to go there now. I'm going to tell you what. We're going to assess this whole thing on Sunday and see what we got.
Yeah.
And we might be.
I think we're good, though.
I think so.
Yeah, I think we good. I think the cornerback we picked up, I think he's like Avery a little bit. He ain't going to get beat. he ain't gonna get beat. He's gonna always be there. It's just him. It's just gonna be up to him to make sure he get his head around the ball. But he ain't gonna get beat. He ain't gonna get beat though. He's gonna always be around the ball. But all right, faithful.
All right, fam. Appreciate you, Jocko.
Yep.
2 days in a row with Jocko.
Yes,
well, I'll see you
sir.
Sunday too. All right, fam.
Yes. Yeah. All right.
And hey, yo, Anderson. And
what's up, Ronbo, man?
Anderson, man, how you been doing, man? You haven't talked to you since we got mad as hell
Man,
about that Super Bowl.
Man, Ronbo, man, I'm still down about that Super Bowl loss, man.
I know.
Still down about that. Same bullshit keep happening. Kyle Shanahan, stupid ass, man.
You know, I don't know how in the world we found a way to lose that. And we found a way, like we always like to do. We found a way in 2019. And then we came up with a way this time. 2 overtimes. Niners, what the hell y'all doing, man? God, what is that?
But you know what? But it's all good, though. I see. But with this lineman we got, I think he should come in and have a good, I think we should be all right with that. We should be all right. And the receiver we got, he ain't nothing but a taller Debo. That's it. He gonna fit right in. I see some good things happen with him. And the cornerback, he gonna be all right. He's gonna be fine. But it's just, I feel that the Chiefs cheated again last night by getting that receiver that I know Kyle Shanahan wanted to get.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I don't understand.
What receiver you talking about?
Xavier Worthy. I don't know. I don't understand. Them hoes cheated again.
You know, blame the Bills for that. Why, the Bills needed a receiver. You just lost. Lost Stephon Diggs. Why are you giving that pick to the Chiefs? It made no sense anyway.
Yeah, that was stupid, man. I'm like, man, I'm looking at it like, man, I think we just handed them another Super Bowl, man.
You know, because that's the kind of weapon Patrick Mahomes can open up his entire offense now. He ain't got to show it. Yeah. The short pass game that he fell back into this last year because of the fact that he was getting picked off, he doesn't have to do that now. Who's going to keep up with? Oh man, the Bills. And the Bills can't even beat them anyway. So now you helped them.
Yeah, they can't. So really, we're just hoping that just the Bengals. I'm hoping the Bengals can knock them off.
I forgot about that.
The Bengals
the only team that can't seem to beat them consistently.
We can knock off the Bengals for sure. But I'm hoping Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers shut the Chiefs down. That's what I'm hoping for, because we're in the Chargers, we can shut them down. We can beat them. So I'm hoping Jim Harbaugh put Patrick Mahomes out of commission this season. If we get with the rematch game, I hope we get to put him out of commission this season. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to wish that on nobody, but I'm tired of his ass, man. And Chris Jones, I owe him a back meeting, man. For real, man.
Seriously, man.
Beat that dude with a baseball bat, man.
Chris Jones, man. In fact, I wish our offensive lineman would keep a bat there. We come running your swing. Man, I don't care about a flag or a fine. Damn it.
Aggressive somehow, man. And Kyle, brother, I just don't understand him, man. We should have the best running backs, because he don't use them right. Because see, like I always say, Mason and Mitchell should be the dominant duo in the NFL. And when it's time to put it in, put McCaffrey in. It'll run it on in there. You can beat the defense up with Mason and Mitchell all day, pound the ball down all day with them. 30 yards, 20 yards. McCaffrey, go score a touchdown.
And as soon as you
I'm
do
like,
that,
what the hell?
And as soon as you do that, now you can pass any way you want to, because now you've already brought that defense in. This is just basic football, and sometimes we abandon that and do the strangest things. So
I'm tired of that, man. I'm just tired of losing money, bro. Tired of this shit, man. That's
and you
crazy,
had it made in the fourth quarter. We was at that 10-point lead again. You know how we do. 10-point lead. As soon as you see the 10-point lead, we need to be afraid. If it's 12 points or 9 points or something, but 10 points, that's a doom number.
that bullshit, man. I'm just still kind of hurting, man. That's that bullshit, dog. Still getting heckled by the Cowboy fans with that bullshit. Talking about, at least we didn't lose. At least we didn't lose the Super Bowl. Yeah, we don't. If we go to the Super Bowl, we gonna win. We don't go all the way and lose. We gonna go all the way and win. I say y'all went all the way to the playoffs and lost. So
the Cowboys,
you know what I'm saying?
You have to put up with any Cowboys. They have nothing to say. Green Bay boat raced that ass for 4 quarters. That is embarrassing. And they almost got us, but we did not fall all the way to the dirt like they did. God.
Yeah, that's the only threat. That's the only threats I see right there is the Detroit and Green Bay. Other than that, everybody else is whack.
There'll be a surprise. Detroit and Green Bay Detroit was, but Green Bay was a surprise. But fam, we got to go.
No, well, that's not. And the Bears too. They might show up because they.
Okay, remember
they kind of messed over Justin Fields. They built the whole offensive line and everything.
I know, right? But wait,
Alexander,
fam, wait a minute. See if the draft picks work out. We don't count the draft picks as being stars already. That's what we got to stop doing. But fam, we got to go. I'm gonna see you Sunday, and good to hear from you, knowing you recovering from that ridiculous Super Bowl.
Man,
we'll look at this whole draft, okay?
I'm out of that Ronbo, man. But for the 49 Empire, we gonna stand strong. We gonna do it again, man. We're gonna do it again. It's just we got to deal with the damn weight.
Weeks, months. That's true. All right, fam. Let's go.
All right, Ronbo.
All right. Night, fam.
Peace.
Peace. Okay, I'm gonna say this once. Listen, Southpaw and anybody else that thinks you can just come in here and talk any way you want to, it is not allowed. If I see a racial slur, I'll drop you without a warning. Keep it clean. Talk football. You can talk all the trash you want to, but you will not abuse the girls that come into this chat. If I see one racial slur, I hate racists with a passion you can't believe. I'm telling you right now, I better not see it or you're gone. You can come in and hang out all you want to and talk trash, but when I see anything like that, you're done. Just watch it. I'm telling you right now. God, I don't believe you people even exist. Papa Dragon.
Ronbo.
Yes.
Ronbo. This is why you take the stupid gold helmets off your draft board and you draft based on highest available with your first pick. This is why you do that, Ronbo.
The 49ers
didn't lose that gold helmet. Guess what? Just because Ayuk is valuable to us.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second.
And Debo is valuable to us.
Hold on, Papa, hold on. Hey, give Southpaw a friggin' exit out of here. Hey, Southpaw, I'm not playing with you, man. Get him out of here. You can time that.
Get him.
Some people kill me.
Get him.
Right. Go ahead, Bob. I'm sorry. I don't know why these dudes keep pushing the envelope. Damn. Okay, I'm sorry.
This is blood in the water. This sharks right now. I'm going to tell you, man. You don't win the Super Bowl on draft day.
I know, right?
Don't. I mean, come on. I mean, one of the best drafts I've ever seen, obviously, was when San Francisco picked up the Ronnie Lott draft. It was an excellent draft. But you know what? At that time, they were picking the best player available. You know, and if there was a reach, it was at a position of need. You know, yeah. Now, I don't know at this point moving forward, but I will say this: I think it'd been so nice if Kyle just stepped down from talent evaluation and offensive coordinator and just coach and design plays. Because he don't even know how to coach Ronbo. Not in the big game. He can design the hell out of a play, but he can't design something up in the dirt. But I did fear this. I feared that what you're going to see happen is that Kyle is basically going to put his system first and then go from there. I think the Ricky pick now, it looks even worse. The reason why it looks worse now is because you passed over better players. You just pass over better players, man. And shout out to Jake Brendel. Dog, you still got a job. So there was two dudes, man, that was going to put you and your $5 million on the couch.
But see, here's the thing. Why did the 49ers, do they know something we don't know? Last year they said they didn't see anything in the draft that was any better than what they already have on hand. Do you buy it? I don't understand. It's so confusing. Is that right? Are they that bad? And they could be, Bob.
I think the problem that the 49ers have is it's a problem of arrogance. They think that they're smarter, okay, than everybody else. And when you think that, that's when you get got. You know, this is chess, man. 3D chess. It ain't checker. So there's no wonder why they barely have any of their own first-round picks on their team right now, because they've been historically horrible at the first round. Now, Coach McVay made the first round pick of his career, Ronbo, in this draft. And he did the right thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know if it's the right thing, but like I said,
but it was a shot at the right place in the area.
Right. And I don't want to hear nothing about we don't know what we're talking about. We're not them. And I was like, that's not true. This is the information technology world.
Yeah.
And I sat there with my laptop and I showed Peyton Manning the power of analytics. And he was interested. You know why he was interested? Why he sat there and listened?
Yeah.
Because he's intelligent. He's smart.
Yeah.
He's like, this is very interesting.
No, you're not going to.
So you mean tell me
digital conclusions can't be beat by the human mind. So yeah.
Yeah. He's like, he looked at me literally and said, you mean tell me that this particular part of the field on this particular down, this particular time of the game, I'm not attacking that area? I'm like, no, this is historic for you. But he was like, damn, I need to change that. Exactly, you need to change it because we all know it. You know? So it's like, ultimately, right now, the cornerback was the 7th ranked quarterback on my board. Okay? I'm not mad at that pick. What I'm mad about right now is that I don't see Jake Brendel putting on 25, 30 pounds of muscle and going to jiu-jitsu class to stop.
I promise you that's not going to happen.
Stop Thanos from running up the middle of the thing.
Yeah. Oh, there's some big guys.
I don't see that.
God. He should know he needs to be in the gym 24 hours a day. God.
No, I mean, without a doubt. It's like, what was his name? Larry Allen. Larry Allen, the former Dallas Cowboys guard. True story. His rookie season, he got thrown around by a certain defensive lineman like a rag doll. Thrown around and got embarrassed.
You
know what that offensive lineman was?
Yeah, who?
You know, the offensive line was Larry Allen. The defensive player was Reggie White.
Oh, no,
okay,
Reverend White.
What happened in y'all season?
Yeah.
Larry Allen
threw everybody
Larry
around.
30, not Allen anymore. The next year it didn't happen because Allen put on 35 pounds of muscle and had a 680-pound bench press.
Okay, that might work.
I'm just saying. You need to – all these cats need to treat their job serious. Like, all of a sudden, we've made Debo absolutely expendable. And, he's going to be gone. He's still here. You know why he's still here, Ronbo? Because no one's going to take that contract.
I told everybody.
You overpaid for your friend, Kyle. That's why you don't make friends with the players.
Well, he picks up all the drinks.
Get rid of them at the right time.
Pop, he picks up all the drinks at Cabo. Yeah. But fam, we got to go to Pop. We got Friday, Saturday. See, we got 4, 5. We got 3 rounds. Sunday, we'll assess this whole thing and stretch out a little longer. We got to go now, though.
Well, so far they got to come out. I tell my daughters this all the time. This is my advice to my daughters. And one has a straight A again at one of the highest ranked schools. They're in a top 5 school in the country.
Ooh,
one has
I love
straight
it.
A's. One has straight A's and a B.
I love it.
I tell them all the time.
Brilliant.
I said, you want your A, get 100% on all your quizzes. That's your focus. Get 100% of those quizzes. That will add up, right? And right now we're flunking the test. We're flunking the quizzes, Ronbo. We're flunking the pre-test, Ronbo, because this is Super Bowl window. This is Super Bowl window.
Mm-hmm.
This is it. After next year with 39 free agents and an elite offensive line,
Bob,
and you passed over the top 2 centers in the first round, Ronbo. I got one more thing to say, and I'm out.
Bob, we got to go.
Well, my last thing, I swear.
We're a couple of minutes over already, Bob. It's supposed to be short after the draft.
The most re-signable player
10 seconds.
in the NFL. At 94%, centers get re-signed. 94%. Okay?
Right.
Compared to 45% for wide receivers.
All right.
I'm going, Ronbo.
All right, Bob. Appreciate you, fam.
I got to calm down.
Yeah. No, we all do.
I'll see you some barbecue.
I'll see you Sunday. You know, we're going to be bitter about this whole thing. We're trying to all be calm and cool, but you wait till if we don't win this. If we go to the playoffs this year and bust, oh my God! Oh God! And here comes Jalen. Jalen, come on in, Jalen.
Hey, Papa Dragon, I agree 1,000, 1 billion. Shout out Papa Dragon. First of all, how you doing, Ronbo? Sorry, I love you like an uncle. How you doing, Ronbo?
You know, it's okay. You know, I mean, I'm trying to cope with it.
Yeah.
Because it sucks.
Shout out Ellis. Shout out Papa Dragon. Man, y'all are absolutely right. And there's some fans are finally starting to understand how I feel. Man, It's the same shit every goddamn year, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Let me ask you if this sounds familiar. It's 2019. We lose the Super Bowl. We have a choice to either re-sign DeForest Buckner or re-sign Eric Armstead. What do we choose to do? We trade away DeForest Buckner, keep Armstead, and we thought that we could draft DeForest Buckner's replacement. That was Javon Kinlaw. It looks like we're going in that same path. We draft this wide receiver, and now we're sitting up here talking about trading one of our guys that we already got. Ronbo, I'm letting you know right now, 10 points in the Super Bowl, 10 points in the Super Bowl. 4 quarterbacks go down in 2022. You've seen Jimmy G get hurt. You've seen C.J. Beathard get hurt. You've seen Trey Lance get hurt. Nick Mullins, hell, Brian Hoyer. And this man has still yet to address the offensive line. We go out and we get a corner and a wide receiver. That's the reason we lost the Super Bowl, Ronbo. A cornerback and a wide receiver missing. If we had another cornerback and a wide receiver in that Super Bowl, we win in that Super Bowl, according to Kyle, because that's what he thought that we needed. He's going out here and he's getting just, I don't know what he was aiming for, Ronbo. The best available player on your draft card should not be a wide receiver, Ronbo. You should have had at least 2 or 3 more alternatives beside a wide receiver. There's no way you were telling me all your guys are gone, I'm going wide receiver, Ronbo. That's ridiculous. Kyle Shanahan needs to, this man needs a fire lit under his ass. Somebody needs to tell, man, Kyle, you cannot keep making these type of Ronbo, we cannot keep letting 4 picks this man has made through his office machine, keep constantly allowing him to keep making these dumb mistakes. How much longer are we going to keep allowing him getting Fred Warner, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, and some other 4th guy to keep allowing us to say, well, he did find these guys. So Kyle Ronbo, no, we cannot keep allowing 4 guys to save this man's career from making bad decisions in the draft. This is ridiculous.
No,
this is
Jalen,
ridiculous, Ronbo.
I don't want to defend Kyle but for some of the things he's done wrong. But remember, John Lynch and company are also involved in some of them choices about players staying and going.
Ronbo, you know good and well John Lynch steps back and gives Kyle 100% credit for all of this stuff. You know good and well, Kyle Shanahan, that John Lynch is stepping back and letting Kyle Shanahan. You really think John Lynch would have wanted to trade away Trey Lance for just a 4th round pick?
Well, I heard that John Lynch was the reason why we picked Solomon Thomas up instead of CMC back in the day.
Ronbo, this, we lost 4 quarterbacks, Ronbo. I mean, you would think, damn, bro. Here's my thing about all these people trying to come in and say, we got a stack, we got more weapons for Purdy. Damn it, they can't get the ball if Purdy got freaking Chris Jones in his lap every time he get the ball snapped. That doesn't matter if he has nobody to protect him, Ronbo. Why are we coming in here talking about oh, man, we got this guy now. Brock Purdy, he has all these weapons. This guy can make this catch. Oh, he's amazing up the sideline. Man, he can't get the ball if the quarterback doesn't have time to throw it, Ronbo. That's like, what don't we understand about this? The quarterback, Ronbo. In order for a wide receiver to have success, you have to have a good quarterback. In order for a quarterback to have success, you have to have a good offensive
protection.
line.
Yeah. There's no doubt about it.
How the hell we getting happy about a wide receiver when, damn it, we don't even have a line to get them the ball?
Yeah.
I mean, Ronbo, Trent Williams, what, 38?
Yeah. Well, he's somewhere near. He's got to be at least 36.
And we didn't, man.
Jalen,
we didn't find the need for his replacement, Ronbo.
Yeah. I do worry about the 49ers in that offensive line because they're going to have to pay somebody. I don't know if you're going to be able to draft somebody to take. Trent Williams is not going to be replaced by a draft pick. And if they do, it's going to take a couple of years for that kid to get up to speed. So, I don't know. We'll see. But, Jalen, we do have to stop. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to see you Sunday, and you may be happy about some of the picks they're going to make tomorrow.
I hope so, Ronbo. Yeah. This is Ronbo. Like, man, Ronbo, you sat up here and you told me, man, Kyle Shanahan's going to learn from his mistakes. And this man just took a freaking wide receiver in the first round. If that's not the biggest slap to our face.
Yeah, I know.
If that's not the biggest slap, Ronbo, look at how the Rams game ended. Jimmy Garoppolo get in the pocket, crash in his lap. You would think after all these seasons ending a bad offensive line, this man would address it.
Yeah.
Did he do it?
No.
Did he do it?
No, he didn't. I don't think so. No, I'm hoping that the continuity built from last year will help that offensive line look at least a little better. And remember, Aaron, what's his name? Aaron Banks. He had a bad toe.
Ronbo, we need a tackle. Ronbo, we need a tackle. We need a tackle, a guard, and a center.
I know.
We didn't need a wide receiver.
We may get it tomorrow.
I'm not saying the kid can't play. I'm sure he's a hell of a player. The 49ers did not need him, Ronbo.
We're going to see what. Let me see you Sunday, fam, because we do have to go right now, though. All right, it's going to be okay, Jalen. All right, I'll talk to you Sunday. Actually, I had to tell him that because I don't know if it's going to be okay, but I'm worried about it. And Nigel.
We are fiery tonight, Ronbo. Oh my God!
This is the what do you call it? Aftershock from losing the Super Bowl. It's all connected. You lost the Super Bowl, Ronbo. And now we come into the draft, and we're doing things that are questionable. We're going to find out. It's not over yet. I'm trying to keep my fingers crossed. But Nigel, I haven't talked to you in a while. What do you think about the draft so far?
I mean, it's weird, to get a wide receiver, not just to get a wide receiver in the first round, Ronbo, but in many people's eyes, not even the best wide receiver available at that time. Now, what I'm going to say is I don't really know who we drafted as far as I haven't looked up any of his highlights.
You talking about Ricky?
Or anything like that just yet. Yeah, Ricky Pearsall. So I'm not going to judge him right now. Of course, they show highlights and the best catches that he's produced, and of course that looks cool and all this and that. But it's still weird because for me, I'm with the other callers. Like, you have to protect Brock at all costs, and I don't even want to go over some of the things that other people have talked about, but the whole Brandon Ayuk situation is kind of weird right now. What is going on with this? Like, I feel like they're just going. It's kind of one of those things where they figure it out as they go along. Because I'm like, is this what is happening? Now you drafted a wide receiver. It seems like we're not sure if Brandon Ayuk is going to be here or not. It's all confusing right now. And quite frankly, you have to look at the things that they've done bad, of course, and judge them that way, Ronbo. But you also have to look at some of the things that they've done good. As bad and as hurtful and as much as it sucked to win the Super Bowl, you have to admit from the outside looking in, hey, man, at least your team was right there in overtime, with a chance to win the big game. We didn't come through with it, and I know there's it's many disappointments, but there is some positives to the things that they've done in the past. It's just sometimes you think to yourself, like, man, if you're supposed to zig right here and zag there, but he does, the front office, Kyle, whoever's making the most decisions, which of course we all know it's Kyle. Sometimes he zags when he's supposed to zig, and you question some of the things that he's done because he's done questionable things. But at the end of the day, Ronbo, I mean, to me, if you got a quarterback, you just got a lot of the other guys are going to be plug and play. And the Chiefs have proved this. Of course, nobody's Patrick Mahomes. But, I mean, his ceiling is so high, the next guy down is probably, who is that guy? And I feel like a lot of people disrespect Brock, like he didn't do this and that. I don't know what this kid could have done to piss people off or why they don't like him.
You talking about Purdy?
He showed elite, like Brock showed elite traits. Whether or not people want to admit it doesn't really matter because the film is there. Like I see TJ O'Sullivan, who knows football, is talking like with a glow in his face, and then I got like some people online, talking crap like he can't do this and that. All I'm saying is, if you got a quarterback and he can ball out, the rest of it is gonna just kind of be, can you do your job right here? Because he can get it to you in that position. And on defense, we know we got Nick Bosa. He's not going anywhere. The rest of the guys on that defense, I hate to say this, but those are plug and play guys as well. So if you got like stalwarts like that, because, Nick Bosa almost won the Super Bowl for us. A lot of the things that we do totally are a result of him. And I think if you look at it, Ronbo, a lot of people question what Kyle did in overtime, and even I did as well, and I still think it's kind of wrong. But you got to look at who's making the most amount of money on this team. Nick Bosa is, basically. You know what I'm saying? He's the highest paid defensive player. So put it on his back, you go and win it for me. You're the best defensive player. You're going against the best offensive player in Patrick Mahomes. And I feel like part of me thinks that that's how Kyle was thinking, because I'm trying to make sense of some of the things that he's done. And, you can only come to certain conclusions because otherwise it doesn't make sense. But, it's one of those things, Ronbo. I'm just going to let it play out.
All right.
And hopefully we do good.
And Sunday we're going to see the summation of their efforts and make an evaluation of the whole draft. All right. Good to hear from you, Nigel.
Right.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thanks for taking my call, man. Y'all have a good night.
Pleasure, Nigel. All right. Night, fam. Oh, man, good-looking honky. Listen, dude, if you don't want to talk football, you probably don't really need to be here. You can take that trash anywhere. I need you to stop it, all right? We understand you like the word that's spelled G-A-Y. That's fine, but don't do it here, all right? I mean, stop it. Steven, come on in, man.
What's up, Ronbo?
Steven, man.
So,
you notice how everybody we're still not a happy group about the draft. But Steven, okay, day 2. What are you thinking now?
All right, so let me tell you, I still think we did kind of 50-50 on the draft. I mean, we addressed 3 of the elephants in the room, 3 out of the 4 elephants in the room. We got a wide receiver, which we needed. We got a corner slash nickel. Might I add, this guy that we picked up, Renardo Green.
Yeah, that's him.
He plays safety and corner.
He says he can play all of them.
Who can play, yeah. So he could play both those positions, which is nice because, let's be real, Talanoa Hufanga, he's a flash. He fooled everybody. He fooled everybody. He fooled me. He fooled the fuck out of me.
Oh, well, yeah, because I still think he's probably okay. I mean, I'm waiting. Yeah, right? Well, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Let me hear the rest. Let me hear some more.
So, and we finally realized, hey, look, Kyle's listening, or one of those two is listening, and they drafted a corner who can play nickel, which is nice because Every Thomas can't do shit at any kind of diagonal pass. He's not a route guy. He's very much like, oh yeah, I can just run a straight line and maybe a slant, just like Debo. I can run a straight line or a slant and keep up with them that way. But don't expect me to catch anybody on a route because it's not going to happen.
Or the ball get wrestled out of his little arms. That's another. I don't understand that either. So yeah.
But, so I mean, and the fact that we got a guard who can also play 5 different positions on that offensive line, it's actually kind of nice. However, the way I see it is it's going to be Trent, it's going to be Aaron Banks with the middle, John Feliciano, and then, let's see, I want to say
got Jake Brindle.
Yeah. Oh, do I really care about Jake Brindle? Not really.
No, I thought
really
you were just naming the guys across the offensive line. Okay, no, go ahead.
No. This is what I'm thinking is starting.
Oh.
This is what I think is going to start. And then that new guy, Puni, or Puni, however you say his name.
Yeah, I know, right?
The reason why I said that is because he's 6'5". He's 6'5", and a good solid, I think, if I'm not mistaken, like almost 300 pounds. So he's pretty damn good. And do I think Debo is going to get traded? Absolutely. If it wasn't today, it's going to be after June 1st. It's going to be after June 1st.
Yeah.
You know why? Because
save money.
If you think about it at a business aspect, if we traded him now, we're going to be $30 million in the hole, right? Well, wait till June 1st, get rid of him, and then sign BA to a lucrative deal.
Yeah. BA's not getting paid before June anyway, because that's what the 49ers do. They drag it out and drag it out. You see Jefferson will get paid probably before July 1st. And then, of course, the 49ers are sitting there thinking, well, I guess we're going to have to move the dollar amount a little up. If Niners,
well, here's another thing too. If you're going to be smart and you want to get your maximum dollar, I honestly, because Brandon Duke has one more year on his contract before we sign.
Yeah, they don't have to pay him right now.
Yeah,
if
they
they
don't
don't
have to
want
pay him this year. However, if they learn anything from Deebo Samuel, don't pay until you finally get the final product. Meaning, it's his last year. Let him play it out. Show us why he deserves that money. Because we thought Deebo Samuel deserved the money, but he had one more year on his contract, and we gave him so much fucking money, he just got fat off of it. I don't know if it's because he ate too much or he actually ate the money. It's
I thought of that.
It's sucks because we had so much high hopes for Deebo, but he hasn't shown shit since he got signed. 2 years, gone.
Yeah. Offense has
you
changed
can say
a lot.
because of CNC.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we signed CMC, but at the same time, it's like, hey, you're not getting any targets. Why are you not getting any targets? Oh, it's because of this, or it's because of that, blah, blah, blah. But, and the guy we picked up at receiver, I was looking more into him. He played at USC and then transferred over to Florida State. And
No. He played Arizona. He was at Arizona and then Florida.
Yeah, that's right. He played with the Sun Devils, and what was it? He played under, I forgot who, but if C.J. Stroud is giving him his flowers and a couple of other people are giving him his flowers, I mean, that kind of tells us what we got. Hopefully, I swear to God, hopefully we didn't fuck up and get some guy who's made out of glass, because that's what we always do. And it seems that Kyle and John were joking about that. Like, oh, yeah, we'll get a prospect in the first round, have him be a bust, and then go to the second round, draft someone, get a bust, and then, show up in the 5th or 6th round. And it's like, man, you think that's fucking funny?
I know that's not a joke, right? Steve,
that's not a joke. Like, I got
Steven, I know you got more, but listen, we got to go. I'll see you Sunday, and we'll pretty much make a judgment on this entire draft. All right?
I'll keep it short and sweet, Ronbo. It's not as bad as people think it is. We got addressed the elephant in the room. We got 3 of our positions filled, which is kind of nice. So if everyone could just, back up a couple of seconds and really do some digging,
and breathe,
you're kind of going to be all right with it.
I think
just breathe. Just breathe.
I think so, Steven.
We'll always bounce back one way or another.
All right.
But Devo, get it.
All right, fam. I'll see you Sunday. All right, Steven. Appreciate you, fam.
All right, see you Sunday.
All right. Locked him up. Thanks for that contribution, fam. He says Shanahan has closed the window. He can't call a 28-3 game, let alone hold 10 points with our roster. Now the draft room is totally lost without Adam Peters. Bernie needs the TV commercial money. He won't last with this old line. Scary times. I locked him up. That's a lot of doom and gloom. Woo! Can we possibly go back to the playoffs and fail again? That would be outrageous, wouldn't it? As long as the Chiefs don't make it, and I don't think they're going to make it, I really think the 49ers could beat any team other than the Chiefs if they got into that Super Bowl. It's frightening. It's like the Lakers trying to beat the Nuggets. That's not going to happen either. Hey, 49er Brian.
Good evening, Ronbo. This is Trent Baalke. How are you tonight?
Yeah. Did you see Trent on the screen tonight?
Did I look fabulous?
Yeah, you did.
What do you think of my performance tonight?
Well, it was a lot like what you used to do when you were with the 49ers. I wasn't really sure about it. I guess we'll see later. But, yeah, it was okay for you.
Well, Ronbo, I have to give myself an A+. I have to. I just have to because I'm Trent Baalke and I know everything. So there you have it. All right, 49 Brian's coming in now.
Yeah, okay.
Ronbo, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Brian, it's good that you're have in a good mood because a lot of people are pissed off. We dwell too much.
I'm here for the comedy.
Because Brian, I think we might dwell too much into the terrible aspects of being a 49er fan. We've given us a lot of good times. The final product wasn't where it should have been, and we should not appreciate or be satisfied. But I'm thinking, we're a little too sad, I think. I mean, we got to get
Ronbo,
there. Yeah.
Ronbo, can I drop some 45 years of knowledge on my 49ers on how to deal with the drama that is everybody crying and needing a diaper change in here tonight? You guys need to chill the F out. Come on. This is not going to be very pretty if you're all just crying about nothing. The season hasn't even started yet. And who knows if any of these guys are going to make teams. Give me a break. Calm down. Slow your roll.
Yep.
We were in the Super Bowl last year. We still have a great team. Y'all acting like the Titanic is sinking and we're all on board. Give me a break. Jeez Louise, Ronbo. Am I being overboard? I don't know, Ronbo.
No. The thing is, I think we just embrace the misery too hard. I just wish we just lighten up a little bit. It's not
get over it.
Everybody drafts people. Oh yeah, but everybody drafts people that aren't going to be stars. It just doesn't work out that way, unfortunately. But
half these guys don't even make the team. Am I wrong?
No, there'll be cuts right and left. Yeah. But you know what? Maybe not for the Rams. You know why? Because they had people they could afford to get rid of that weren't doing that well last year.
The Rams. Really? Are we talking about the Rams?
Well, yeah.
We're not talking about the 49ers. We're talking about the goddamn Rams, the choke artist Rams.
Yeah.
Really? I don't understand. Hey, I will give props to the Cardinals, though. Cardinals had an amazing draft.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? My God.
Jesus.
They're going to be tough. And I've been saying they'll be tough. But, Ronbo, I'm not worried about the Rams or even the Seahawks. Come on. No way.
I always worry about the Seahawks just because of a phobia. But the Rams, they are working toward getting better. And they won't be as easy as they were last year.
But they got no defense, Ronbo. Their defense is horrible.
Well, they're working on it now.
They're not going to be. Yeah, but come on. They're a year or two away, if that. Come on. Ronbo, I'm just trying to stay positive, man. I don't know. You listen to guys like Jalen and everybody. I love all those guys, but, God, they're just Debbie Downers, man. You know what I'm saying?
I almost start crying every time. Poor Jalen. I feel bad for him.
I know.
He needs something to get happy about, and the 49ers keep getting all the way to the thing and dropping out. Yeah.
He needs a little like floaties for his arms that he's in that river just crying about all the time. Stuff. You know what I mean? The baby's little blow up doll thing. Just calm down, everybody. It's not like we're 3-15 for the season. Because I know they want to play 18 games soon. Good grief.
Wow.
Did you hear about that?
They discussed that last year. I didn't know how far that was going to go because I thought the players' union saying, whoa.
Roger Goodell. I was watching. Roger Goodell brought it up again. He wants to go 18.
Well,
he's
the thing
crazy.
Players are going to ask for a salary hike and over the board, and if the play, and that's where the war is going to be. Okay, we're going to play 18 games. you guys need to boost our salaries by at least 6 or 7%. Whatever we're getting,
and the salary cap.
Yeah, and the cap's got to be
Increase
boosted
that
as well
damn
too.
salary cap. Yeah. God. Well, hey, Ronbo, I'll let you go. I'm not a big draft guy. I just, whatever. We fill needs here and there, and if we don't, oh well. There's always free agency, right?
Well,
Hopefully.
I think a lot of people are not necessarily mad about the picks as much as they are the positions that are being picked. Now, we know that the offensive line probably needs the most work, right? And so we go after a wide receiver, and then Kyle and John justify it laughing and making jokes. Oh, that's not funny to a lot of people. I didn't take it seriously, but
Do you really think they don't want to protect Brock Purdy and improve that offensive line? Give me a break.
I absolutely do not think they do not want to see Brock Purdy get hurt.
Brock Purdy is the future, and they want to protect him as much as they can. So I'm just not going to sit here and believe that they don't have a plan or something. It's just not. It's just not feasible. Who wants to get our guy hurt?
Nah, nobody.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, hey, I'll move on. Everybody can hate on me in the chat, whatever. I don't care. I'm just staying positive.
Nobody's gonna hate you, Brian. You're all right.
Hey, Ronbo.
See you Sunday.
Hey, shout out to you, brother. I love you, man. Always will until I'm dead.
Back at
and
you.
I just appreciate you letting me call in and do my spiel.
And I appreciate it. And I can't wait till Sunday to hear some more of it. All right. Thanks, Brian.
Well, I'll try and make it, man.
Looking forward to it.
I'm really curious how these next couple days go. We'll see.
Tomorrow, to be exact.
So.
All right. Night, Brian.
Yeah, tomorrow. Sorry. All right, guys. Have a good night. Take care, everyone.
All right, Brian.
All right, bye.
See, we needed that. You got to get the yin and yang. A lot of people are pissed off. You got to have somebody come in with a little bit of lightness. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Ronbo. How's your night going, buddy?
Michael, it's all right. There's a few knuckleheads in the chat. Not on the chat.
The guy that I was looking up yesterday. Yeah, the guy we picked up yesterday looks pretty good, man. Not too bad to pick.
Yeah.
You know what? I like him. I'm going to give this guy a chance. He looks like a, little Cooper Cup. Maybe there's something that we could use. A guy that goes out deep.
No, he just runs routes really well. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, no, he runs. No, I think this guy could be good. Hey, remember when we drafted Ayuk? We didn't think he'd be this good. Maybe this would be like another gem. We don't know.
Could be.
You never know.
Yeah.
He might be better than some of the receivers in the first round that were drafted ahead of him.
Would that
you
be
know,
special?
you never know.
Yeah.
Good quarterback, good, players around him. Good coach.
We're gonna find out.
I think the 49ers need to do a GoFundMe page for the Detroit Lions for the draft because they couldn't afford the seats. Come on, Lions. Come on, Bird. You couldn't afford seats for the fans. They look like robots, as Tony Wright was saying. I can't wait to do it in Vegas. They're going to have golden seats out there for the fans.
Hey, but Michael, they've got more people out there. They set a record for attendance out there. That was pretty amazing.
They probably were brainwashed. They probably gave a brainwashed offer. They probably brainwashed half of the fans. I wouldn't want to sit up there and stand up all day. I like them. I stand up all day in the back. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't like to have a seat.
I think they're special now. They almost beat us in the playoffs, so new energy in Detroit now.
Almost beat us. The word is almost. Did they? No, they did it. Almost. Yeah. They blew it. They couldn't close the game out. They couldn't close it out. Like, Green Bay couldn't close it out.
But Mike, that's what we need to think about before we get too mad at the 49ers. Look at those other teams that are getting beat by us. That's got to be. Imagine being a Dallas Cowboy fan right now, or an Eagles fan.
Cowboys are like Rams fans or Rams. Listen, one thing I can give him credit. At least Tony Wright's Falcons going to probably give us a fight. They beat us the last time they played us. I
know, and they weren't as good as they are now.
So I think Tony Wright's Atlanta Falcons will be great this year. I think his team is going to. Would they draft that quarter panic? And I could see something in that kid. I think he's going to be fine with Atlanta. He's going to learn a lot with Cousins because Cousins is a good quarterback, Hall of Fame quarterback.
Well, is he?
You don't think?
I wonder.
I think I'd give him a.
Well, not first ballot. Maybe though. Yeah.
Not first ballot.
He's got a lot of stats. He is. Yeah. He's done a lot of special things.
I mean, if he can get Atlanta into the Super Bowl and win one before he retires,
then it's
I
automatic.
can see it.
Yeah, with his stats,
automatic.
And he wins the Super Bowl, automatic.
To Tony Wright. And they should have a big parade for Tony Wright being in the float with the Atlanta Falcons. Have him on the float. You got to have Tony Wright on the float, man. If the Falcons win the Super Bowl, I'm going to make sure Tony Wright's on the float celebrating.
There you go.
With the
And
Falcons,
he should be.
man. There you go. He should be. He's going to be the new GM for the Atlanta Falcons.
Tony, love that.
But no, with the draft picks, yeah. And with the draft picks tonight, I mean, the cornerback from Florida State and the offensive line from Kansas, we'll see what happens. You know, when we draft guys, you know, we got to have faith in our coaches and our GMs and all them. We can't say, oh, man, bad pick. How do we know if it's a bad pick? That's why I call it judge. Yeah, you know, we don't
That's
judge.
the draft.
You know?
Yeah, you got to wait. They just got drafted.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're going to be all world. Yeah.
I think I'm going to try to do is I want to judge our grade and compare our draft grade to those players that are playing. Say they play with the 49ers once they play, and at the end of the season, grade them from the end of the season into the draft. You know, compare A to B and see how good they were.
Mm-hmm.
That'll tell you.
Yeah.
Each player, you know, grade each player you draft during the season and see how they do.
Well, that's all you can do.
I think I see a lot of gems in them.
Yeah.
I can see, and congratulations to McCaffrey going to Washington. I knew McCaffrey was going to go to Washington because you look. Think of who's over there in Washington.
He
might
Adam
be more
Peters.
surprised. Maybe Rice.
Yeah.
Peters might bring Rice in. Might bring Gore in. You don't know. You don't know.
You know what? Michael, yeah, but he shouldn't do that. You know, because
I know.
Maybe he's done all he should do. Let Rice.
I mean, they need a running back. They need a running back. They're not Washington.
Yeah, don't just draft them because their name is Rice and Owens.
I'm surprised McCaffrey went before Rice. This kid. I thought Rice's kid would go before McCaffrey. You think of that?
Did the Rice kid look better?
No. I think Rice looks a little bit better. I think. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they looked at it. You know what? I think why Washington drafted McCaffrey because he's a receiver / quarterback. Wildcat. There you go. That's what Washington looked at him. Maybe that's what they look for.
Maybe.
Quarterback / receiver. Maybe that's the secret. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I have no idea. Maybe, but McCaffrey was a quarterback.
Yeah,
so, Michael, we're gonna go.
That's why I'm hoping tomorrow we draft. All right, buddy. See you Sunday, right?
I'll see you Sunday. Yeah, after it's all over. All right.
All right, guys. Shout out to Brian. Brian, it's Tony Wright. Thank you and Tim. Congratulations joining the 49 Empire, and I know my daughter Nikita's out there. Thank you, everybody, for protecting her, man.
Yes, it's no problem. All right, fam.
Yeah,
have a great night, Michael.
Take care, buddy. You too, boss.
You too. Dark brother, ain't talked to you in a long time. Just come on in, fam. DB, so he can come in and say, "Oh, I don't want to say it because it'll take away from him saying it." Dark brother. Yeah. Okay, let's come back to him. He's yeah. Somebody made an observation here. People aren't mad at Ricky; they were mad at the position he got picked in. And D. Smitty, he may be Cooper Kupp and brunette and darker hair. Could be interesting, huh? Hey, yo, Charles.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Charles, we missed you the other day. We were trying to find you. I saw your name run up on the board, and I called you. So, Charles,
yeah.
So you can tell us about.
I was trying to hang in. But I had the Lakers game came on, and
were you watching that?
Yeah, I had to watch it.
Who you
watch the Lakers?
Who you pushing? Who you hoping for? Who you
I had to
pushing
watch
for?
the Lakers lose.
Yeah. Okay. So are you a Laker fan?
Denver Nuggets.
Oh well, you got it.
I'm pushing for the Denver Nuggets.
Oh yeah. Well, you don't need to worry.
Yeah, man.
God, the Lakers cannot beat the Nuggets.
LeBron is horrible, man. He can play well, but he can't galvanize his players to play well. I mean, he could have an all-star team that just won't play well.
But the Chiefs and 49ers, and then there's the Nuggets and the Lakers. Neither team can get past the other. Although, I take that back. The Lakers did beat the Nuggets a long time ago for that one championship. So, but anyway, Charles, as far as the draft goes so far, what your feel? Since you didn't say anything yesterday, days 1 and 2, how you feeling about that?
I don't. It is what it is. We always go into drafts crossing our fingers and crossing our toes.
Yep.
And we always end up disappointed.
Well, not
You
always.
know,
We got a good roster.
we always end up with some person that we really didn't need. I mean, or
We kinda-
somebody. Yeah. So, I mean, I think, but I think this guy, we needed him.
Which one?
We just didn't think, the first round draft pick.
Oh, Ricky. Yeah, right.
We needed him.
Pearsall.
We were just hoping that we got him, in another position. I mean,
didn't get him in the first round. He'd have been gone in the second, though, from what everybody says.
We could have signed Trent Sherfield, the guy that we had a few years ago. He would have been sufficient enough. He would have been sufficient enough to be a 1, 2, or 3. I mean, we didn't need to draft a wide receiver. They wanted to do it for whatever reason they wanted to do it, but we didn't need it.
Wasn't necessary though, right?
I mean, we don't even have the kid Gray. What's his name? The first name, I don't know if it's Mel Gray or whatever. But he hasn't even
wide receiver. You're talking about our wide receiver?
Yeah.
Oh, Danny, our guy. Yeah, Danny. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't even played him. I mean, he's
Danny,
fast.
No, Danny hasn't played Danny. I don't believe Kyle is making him sit down just because he don't like him. Danny Gray's not doing something apparently he should be doing better.
Man, but whatever. He hasn't played. That's my point. Whatever he ain't doing, whatever he ain't doing.
Season. He went out there and got hurt last year right away too. But Danny, he's got to do something this year.
He wasn't hurt all year.
That's what I said.
He probably, he's probably in the doghouse.
He is. I guarantee it, Charles.
He's in.
Kyle is. You have to block.
Oh yeah, man.
As a wide receiver, if you can't block, you ain't playing. And I bet you Danny's in that category.
Oh yeah. He Danny, he wants to be a prima donna, and you can't be a prima donna.
No, with Kyle.
No. On the 49ers.
No.
He just wants to fly.
And
if he wants to, if he just wants to run and fly, if he wants to showboat, I mean, trade the guy to another team. Don't hold him hostage.
The Chiefs don't mind that. They never asked Travis Kelce to block, and he does it. So you know what? Danny can trade with the Chiefs, and we need something from the Chiefs though. So,
but don't hold the guy hostage, man. I hate that he did Pettit the same way. He did Pettit the same way.
He got rid of Dante as fast as he could.
He got rid of him. He got rid of him now. I mean, he got rid of him after a while, but he was definitely in his doghouse, and he wouldn't let him play. Wouldn't let him dress. I mean, he wouldn't let him dress for the Super Bowl, and we needed some wide receivers. I mean,
listen, Dante must have made him real mad. You know what, fam? You need Dante Pettis was a coward. I saw Dante pull up on a play. Dante was afraid of getting hit. Kyle wasn't going to have that.
He was.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, but I mean, he got too much.
Game.
He got too much estrogen about him.
He does. So, and that's why Dante. I don't know what he's thinking. What did he think was going to happen when he got to the NFL? Ain't nobody. We're not. This is not high school. It's not even junior high.
Yeah.
Dante, what are you doing?
But it's Kyle Shanahan's fault. I mean, you looking at him, looking at the way he runs. I mean, he I don't know how he runs, but he runs like he's a human fish or something. I don't know. He just runs really, really weird. I'm like, how'd you think this guy was going to be fast? I mean,
he was.
He played in Washington.
Yeah,
he played at Washington. Yeah. I mean, Washington is not the SEC.
Well, fam, we're gonna keep it short after because of the draft. Sunday I'll see you though, and we can go over this entire draft and see what we think about that. All right.
Well, I gotta say this before I leave. I'm happy. I'm happy we drafted Demo's replacement. So we got the one from last year, and we got the one that we drafted. So we won't have to deal with him. He can play the slot. He can play outside.
Yeah.
So I'm happy we're getting rid of Thomas and Demo.
You're setting yourself up. You know how much I love when you do this. Wait till the season starts. You can see my boy run out on the field, and they go put him in the slot area. And you go be, and I'm saying, Charles, I told you about Demo. The league paid him extra money last year because they appreciated his extra efforts toward contributing to the sport.
Man.
And Brock Purdy as well was underpaid. So Charles, get ready for the pain.
Man, I'm telling you, these two guys, the guy this year and the guy that we drafted last year, they're gonna beat Thomas and Demo out.
Probably.
You gonna see.
We gotta go,
all right,
fam. Appreciate
all right,
you,
Ronbo.
Charles.
Have a good night.
Always can't wait to hear from you. All right, night, fam.
All right, good night.
I love talking to Charles about Demo. Michael, Big Show says Dante and Caleb can paint their nails together. You know, because I don't know what Dante was thinking. He was a good player. He can run routes. Dante was a good football player. If he wasn't such a wuss. Hey, Dark Brother, come on in, fam.
Hey, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I just want to say, you know, I'm pretty satisfied with the players that they drafted this year so far. You know, it's you know, it might not have been 100% of what I wanted, but we can use all those guys, man, that they drafted. You know, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. But what I want to talk about is like, you know, I put all this predicament that every single team have right now. I put it all the blame on the owners. You know, because the salary cap increased by $30 million only. You know how much equity that each team value have gone up since the last salary cap increased?
Oh,
I'll give you an example. The last salary cap increase was back in 2022, right? In 2022, the Denver Broncos sold the team for right around like 4.6 million, right? That billions, right?
Okay.
And then just last year, you know, we had another team sold, and that was the Commanders, and it sold for like over 6 billion. So I'm thinking each team equity have gone up by about 1.5 billion in over the last couple of years.
Sure.
And none of that equity are being shared to the people that made the NFL, you know, so successful over the last couple of years, and that's the players.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they never negotiated like a you know, increase in equity value of the team that they're building for the owners in any of their contract negotiation. It's only been revenue sharing of the TV revenue and all that stuff, you know. So I'm just saying, it's just, to me, it just seems selfish of the owners to be so rewarded with so much value in the equity of each team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And turn around and just give each team, you know, players an increase of 30 million per team. It's just selfish.
Okay, but are you talking about in terms of the salary cap should be increased so that these? Because the thing is,
salary cap should be way more.
Yeah.
Salary cap should be way, way more. I mean, like, if the owners made, you know, a profit in their team going up in value, you know, each team, let's say each team is like a house, right?
Yeah.
So if your house went up by, you know, 1.5 billion, you know, it just ain't fair to be paying a plumber 30 million, you know, to be fixing up your bathroom, you know, that's spraying water all over the place.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, the thing is, though, the only concern with the owners is getting over getting past the penalty fee for being over the cap. I do always wonder about that. It's a hard cap in the NFL. It's a softer cap in the NBA. People get penalized and they pay the fine in NBA all the time. In football, you rarely see. Everybody tries to make sure not to get caught up in that. So I'm not sure how severe it is in the NFL. Baseball, I don't know about baseball.
Come on, Ronbo. It's right now. It's going up exponentially. I'm telling you. I'm actually thinking that each team value is going up by probably by $1 billion per year.
No, that's gonna be the case every year. That's not gonna. That's a rolling thing. That's why they increase the cap a little bit every year as well. But you never
They thought the Commanders were going to be. They thought the Commanders were going to be sold for like whatever, like $5 billion, and they sold for over $6 billion. You know.
Yeah.
A year after they sold their team, a year after the Broncos sold, right?
Well, that's
so they
what's
thought
his name
like
was,
year over year.
The owner was made to.
What?
He was forced to sell the team because he had a little problem with the girls in the office. You know, the thing is,
what I'm trying to tell you, Ronbo, is like the Broncos was a way more valuable team, right? And it sold for like $4.6 billion in 2022, right? A year after that, in 2023, the Commander, which is like, you know, that team was like probably the lowest of the low on the value scale of the NFL teams, right?
Doug, but I got to tell you,
it
we
sold
got to
for
go.
like over $1 billion.
But listen, I know what you're talking about. Listen, the thing is, though, the players work for those people. There's no way they can go in there and tell them what to do with their money. So that's just something you might as well get over. The salary increase, though, should be done.
Just one more thing before I go. Ronbo, I know we're running out of time.
Okay.
One more thing, hey, man, it's still not right for Brock Purdy to be making less than Pearsall. Pearsall's going to be making more money than the quarterback.
No, he's not. Brock's making money now anyway. He's doing all kind of commercials and endorsements. And I still think the 49ers are sliding him some money under the door somewhere. So let's not worry about Brock being up too poor. He'll be fine. He'll definitely be fine soon.
All right.
All right. Anyway.
You know, I got to advocate for my boy.
Yeah. He's a good, he'll get paid. I see you Sunday, okay? Good to hear from you again.
Okay, Ronbo.
All right. Tony. ATL.
Ronbo. Good evening, Ronbo. Ronbo, if you saw my comment, I can't stop talking about how the city of Detroit bamboozled those fans.
No, I saw you talking about that earlier. You know, at least they had better weather today. You know what?
Ronbo, I've never seen that in the history of the draft. There ain't never been that many people, but Ronbo, they're out there standing for 4.5 hours.
You know, there's not a lot to do in Detroit. I drove through there before. I couldn't wait till we got there.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about the nasty pizza.
Yeah. Well, I've been told I went to the wrong pizza place, but we didn't have time to search around. The place looked decent from outside, but the pizza looked like something they picked out of a freezer and just heated it up.
I read Don Burr out of the chat. He wouldn't answer my question. I said, Don Burr, in the history of the draft, I mean, it's never been that many people, I'll give them that. But in the history of the draft, it's always been in an indoor place, or even if it's outdoor, it's seating.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've seen people stand for 4.5 hours.
Wait a minute. What was that? They had the draft 2-3 years ago.
Nashville, the year in Nashville.
Yeah, they were in Tennessee. They were outside, weren't they?
They had seats. They had seating.
Oh, they still had seating outside, though. See,
but
Tony, you know what that's about, though, Tony. If we get the seats out of the way, standing room, we can capacitate more people. So, I don't know. Were they charging people to come in there and watch that?
No, they didn't charge them, but like Chris Hansen said, he said they probably charged them $50 each to park. So I added it up. $50 each of over 210,000 people. That's $10.5 million each night.
That's you know. They want to have it back again. If they think we're gonna have it there every year, they got a surprise coming though. So, yeah.
They got bamboozled. But Ronbo, let's talk some football.
All right. Because the thing is about Detroit, they're kind of pumped up now because they finally have some kind of relevance in the NFL, which is rare.
So the city took advantage of them because of it with their simplicity.
There you go. You know what? And if any if a fire department came over there and examined things, they'd probably make some of the people get out the way.
$10.5 million a night. Boy, that's a nice payday. But Ronbo, I hate to say it, the Rams had an excellent draft, Ronbo.
No, they did. I admit it too.
Oh my God. Because my team is Florida State in college, and they got my top 2 defensive players. They got them both.
I know. They did all this in 2 days. You know what, though? They have room to put all those players in, and we'll see how they all work out. But, yeah. And the Cardinals were extra busy as well.
Yeah. They had a lot of picks.
Yeah, the Eagles.
A lot more than all.
A lot of quality picks, too. The Eagles did pretty well. as per usual. You know what? Wait till tomorrow, Tony. After tomorrow, the Eagles seem to have won. The Eagles win the draft and free agency every year somehow.
They got two of the top corners in the draft in the first and second round. The Eagles did.
Isn't that amazing how they do that?
They turned around in the second round and got that kid from Iowa.
It blows
That's
my
because
mind.
other teams pass them on the low.
I know, but
I don't know how
how did they fall to the Eagles? Now, the Eagles, where the secondary was really a problem, it looks formidable now. Let's see what those rookies look like. But it looks
like a
good.
strip.
Yeah.
Yep. And we could have had the best defensive tackle in the draft, but the kid we drafted from Clemson in the second round, we moved up 8 spots, gave up one of our 2 third-round picks to get him, and they complained about that. I'm like, look, you got to look at the salary cap and money too. Yeah, we didn't get the kid from Texas, but this kid is pretty good. He's very agile. I can't pronounce his name. He's got an African name from Clemson. And in the third round with our other third-round pick, we drafted an edge rusher out of Washington, and I was reading about him. He's like a poor man's Dallas Turner because I really wanted Dallas Turner. And they complaining. Mambo, fans just complain. Mambo, this is how they feel.
You know, and especially
That's just how it is.
Yeah, especially in the draft. And everybody knows the percentage of players that actually succeed after being drafted isn't that high. There's
38%.
Every
38%.
player, yeah. So don't think that every guy that gets drafted is going to be this monster star. It's not going to happen. So.
Exactly. And like with you guys, you say y'all be having a lot of misses in rounds, was that 2 or 3? But y'all have a lot of hits in round 5.
Yeah, which is bizarre. We got 4 stars out of the first round. Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but the other rounds, we got 1 round where we're just pitiful. Is it the 5th? Or no, the 5th round is good. Is it the 4th or 3rd? It's the 3rd or 4th.
Our second round is pitiful for some reason. Our second round is Isaiah Oliver was a second round pick. It seems like we can't hit on our second round picks for some reason.
So it's just
I don't
one of
know
those
why.
things. Every team seems to have their doomsday round. So it's really strange.
Yeah.
Consistently wrong.
I like that edge rusher we got from Washington, though. I like him a lot. And they complain. I said, look, the guy's agile. He's a little bigger than Dallas Turner. He's like a poor man's Dallas Turner. He had 9 sacks. He had 7 sacks the year before with Washington. That Washington team was
what's his
loaded.
name?
They got many players left. That's Michigan.
Yeah, what's the player you picked up? What's his name?
Let me look here. Give me a second.
Because Tony was aching.
He was
about,
a second round grade too.
Yeah, Tony was aching.
According to what I
Certain
saw,
guys
we
getting
got him
picked
in the
up.
third
And he had,
round.
okay. But
okay. His name was let's see, edge rushers, Braden Trice out of Washington.
oh yeah,
He
yeah.
was
Okay.
a second round grade. He was the fifth best edge rusher in the draft, and we got him in the third round.
So there you go. You guys are putting those pieces together. Did you pick up any offensive lineman? What I got really was driving me nuts. You see the name and you see the stats flash below. Gave up 0 sacks and 232. I said, whoa. And then you see another guy,
Are you talking about
750
Dominick Puni?
snaps. There was 2 or 3 guys that gave up 0 snaps. And that one guy, I love the way they described him. He's like a forklift when it comes to defensive tackles. Forklifts to set some tackles with ease. Oh! You know.
You talking about that you guys drafted?
No. Well, I was looking at some other people's draft picks, offensive linemen. And our guy's, he's versatile. He plays a lot of positions across the offensive line. I don't know that he's great at any one, but he's sufficient or serviceable, I guess. That's the only reason why you'd have to pick him up, right?
I got him right here. Out of 20 offensive linemen, he was the 10th best.
Which one?
Dominick Puni.
Okay. Oh, really?
Your guy, Puni.
He was the 10th best out of 20.
Out of 20.
Yes, he's a half,
out of 20. Yep.
halfway through the end. So we'll see. And maybe he'll work out for what we do. Kyle Shanahan usually picks up guys because they run block well. And Puni does that. But we need to worry about protection. I think we're going to start throwing the ball more from the jokes he was making the other day or yesterday in the press conference. So we'll see.
And then y'all make it. I know you said Buffalo. Why are y'all going to help Kansas City? But did y'all do the same thing today?
I know, right? I don't know why. If Kansas City calls,
I thought about you.
The thing, if I'm a GM and Kansas City calls, I don't say hello or anything. Is that I look and see? I hang the phone up. I'm not don't call me.
Yep.
I'm not helping you guys.
Yep.
But we always deal with Kansas
Exactly.
City, it seems. So, but God,
Yep.
Everybody's saying,
Hey, Ronbo,
well,
I got
worry about
here.
Worthy, he gets hurt. Well, what if he doesn't get hurt? Running down the field like a bullet. Mahomes is going to hit him in stride anytime. And who's going to catch? The ball and him. Gone. Oh, man. See, that's I'm going to blame the Bills every time he gets a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, Buffalo helped them get that receiver.
Yes.
They could have took a receiver themselves at that spot.
You guys just lost Stephon
it didn't
Diggs.
make
Why
sense.
did you give him that pick? You didn't. If you don't want Worthy, get somebody else. No. Let's give him to Buffalo.
Yep, Kansas City. Yeah, I wasn't with that either. So, but for Dominick Puni, his weaknesses, it says it doesn't appear that he has the ideal arm strength for a tackle, which might force a move inside. I disagree with that, and I'll tell you why. His lack of elite explosiveness, his pass sets can position him for failure against speedy edge rushers who are able to fly around him.
Uh-oh.
That's what it says for weaknesses. Strengths, it says he's a versatile prospect with tons of starting experience at multiple positions. I didn't know that.
Well, that's I heard. I knew about
Puni
that.
has a football IQ. Yeah, Puni has a football IQ and polish that comes with having the many reps under his belt. He also brings a solid physical traits to the table with a well-built frame and features plenty of power, enough athleticism to get the job done.
Well, I think McKivitz had something similar said about him, so I hope he can get something done for us, because people have to stop believing and knowing. Hey, don't bother with Trent Williams. Go around the other side. Oh, man. So, anyway, Tony.
I like our two. Hey, we could have had. Yeah, we could have had Latu. We could have had Dallas Turner, but we got the 5th or 6th best edge rusher. So it's all about a team, and we got edge rushers. We still got that D'Angelo Malone kid from 2022 who was the Senior Bowl MVP. He's developed. It's time for him to step up. We got Arnold Ebiketie, our 2nd-round pick from 2 years ago out of Penn State, edge rusher. So you got to have a team. One player can't do it all. You got to have a team.
Yeah. That's why, as the people said, put it all on Bosa's shoulders. Somebody said it earlier. No, you don't. Bosa's part of a machine. So, and a better part of the machine.
Yes.
Well, Tony, it's been a long day. I'll tell you what, I'll be back Sunday, and we'll go over everything that both the Falcons did, we did, and everybody else did, and laugh at the Cowboys. One of my favorite things to do.
Yes, sir. They get all something never heard of.
They're building an offensive line there, Tony. We can't laugh at that offensive line.
Yes,
They're building an offensive line that you have to respect. Good Lord.
Quarterback's still going to throw picks, though.
Yeah.
Number 4 still going to throw those picks. So, it don't matter.
Hey,
it's going to happen.
I know. I'll see you Sunday, Tony.
Yeah. And Ronbo, these record numbers in Detroit, I'm going to continue to thwart my wrath. How come y'all can't pay for seating for these people? We got them all set. They're like robots.
They couldn't afford it. You should have had a bunch of people out there bringing their own lawn chairs. That'd have been even more special. Yeah.
I'll see you Sunday, sir.
Looking forward to it. Night, Tony. Tony's loving that.
Take care.
Night, Tony. Don Burr, see what you did? All right, fam, I'll tell you what. Addicted to Action. Brendan Rice and Gore Jr. are still on the board. Listen, I got news for you. They could be UDFAs. Rice might get picked up in the 5th or 6th round. 49ers might go ahead and pick him up in the 7th round if they have a 7th round pick, just because. But you don't want to draft these guys and have to cut them and then have to listen to the unappreciation from their dads. I wouldn't draft them. I just wouldn't. And if Jerry calls me or Frank calls me, listen, Frank, what I didn't want to be put in a position where if he didn't make it, that I have to be the one to tell you that we're not going to keep him. You know what I mean? I mean, it becomes personal then, Frank. All right? You be okay, Frank? I guess you got to tell him in person. Don't hang up on him. I mean, don't call him. Damn, I'll see you on Sunday. We're going to go over the entire draft and see what we got here. All right? Please don't forget to subscribe so we can find you and you get that notification. We're going to do it again. And hit the like. My God, I'm worn out. How many hours are we doing this? I'm just now realizing I'm tired. I'll see you Sunday, fam. Niners! Not too tired for that, though, huh? Wow.